Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Stephen Curry does it all in a 56-point masterpiece, from a half-court heave to a jersey toss to mom. When Stephen Curry has it going from long range like he did Thursday night, like he has more often than any player in NBA history, his coach just knows the ball is going in. Curry scored 56 points in Golden State's 121-115 victory over Orlando and made 12 three-pointers, including one from beyond midcourt that ended the first half. He has had so many of those the last couple of years. As soon as he let it go, I said, "That's in," Warriors coach Steve Kerr said. "I just felt it, and I thought that set the tone for the second half." Curry then came back out and outscored the Magic 22-21 in the third quarter of his 1,000th regular season start. "A lot of guys contributed to the win," Curry said, "but it's nice to have a flurry like that and have fun with it." It was Curry's 14th game of 50 or more points, and he moved past Patrick Ewing into 26th place on the NBA's career scoring list with 24,867 points. He hit 12 for 19 from three-point range, making 10 or more for the NBA record 26th time in his career. The 56 points fell 6 short of his career high. "It never gets old watching it, I can tell you that," Kerr said. "I think the fans here tonight, even the Magic fans, they know they're re-witnessing the greatest shooter ever, and one of the greatest performers ever. It's not just the shots going in, it's the fluidity and the beauty of his motion, and the audacity, the shots he's willing to take. Including the 50-footer just before the break that gave the Warriors some sorely needed momentum going into the locker room. In the first half we had nothing going and he just kind of kept us afloat," Draymond Green said. "And he continued that in the third quarter, completely took the game over." Curry fell one shy of his career high for three-pointers and added to his legacy of big performances on February 27. He scored 54 points with 11 three-pointers against the Knicks in 2013 and 46 against the Thunder in 2016 with 12 threes. When you have nights like these, you get them in all different types of ways, because you're in the rhythm and the flow and the ball is finding you at the right time, Curry said. "But you've got to have the footwork, the balance, the confidence to shoot it no matter what, no matter how they come, and be ready for your moment. So I practice all of them, and on some nights it just flows." He gave his jersey afterward to his mother, who was sitting in the stands, an easy toss from just a few feet away. But this night was all about what Curry can do from deep. "I try pretty much every shot at some point, just to let your creativity kind of flow," Curry said. "It's a way to have fun and kind of test your range, to see the ball go in from all the places on the court." Warriors Draymond Green drops playoff mode admission. Golden State Warriors veteran Draymond Green can see the light at the end of the tunnel. As the 2024-25 regular season winds down, Green doubled down on his championship prediction with Jimmy Butler in tow. Now, he says his team has activated into playoff mode for the final push before the NBA postseason. Post-All-Star break is when Green goes into his playoff mode as the Warriors will look to climb the Western Conference as he discussed, per the Draymond Green Show with Baron Davis. "We're in playoff mode. We want to give ourselves the best position possible when it comes to seeding, and you felt more of a sense of urgency over those last 26 games because you can see that light at the end of the tunnel, man," Green said. "I don't think people understand, BD, how it feels when you look up and they say Game 11 of 82. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can't even see the All-Star break at the end of the tunnel. It's at this point in the regular season where Green and the Warriors have taken their game to a new level. So, you pass the All-Star break, you're rejuvenated," Green said. "Now, you come back, like, all right, we can see that light at the end of the tunnel. We know what we plan on working for. We're going on a road trip. It'll be a tough road trip, for sure. But I think it's some winnable games that we can go take, and we need to make sure we're taking care of our business, and go in, and do that. The Warriors are on a 4-game winning streak and have won 6 of their last 7 outings. They're 8th in the Western Conference standings. Warriors veteran Draymond Green offered advice to teammate Jonathan Kuminga. Amid Kuminga's contract season, Green is pulling for the best for Jonathan, he said, per The Athletic's Anthony Slater. He's missed a pretty important 2 months, Green said. You're not going to get it all back in one day. But as a competitor, he does have the contract situation coming up. You don't get this far not wanting to be someone who makes it happen. Naturally, you press. That's a tough thing to understand. I've been in contract situations before. That's tough as hell. The Warriors will begin their 5-game road trip against the Magic on Thursday. Kevin Durant swings door wide open to join the Warriors this offseason. With so much discussion swirling on his future, Kevin Durant's decision to join former Golden State Warriors teammate Draymond Green on his podcast was always going to draw headlines. Durant was nearly traded back to the Warriors earlier this month, only for the 2x Finals MVP to reject what would have likely been a 3-team trade involving Golden State, the Phoenix Suns and Miami Heat. Unlike Suns teammate Bradley Beal, Durant doesn't have a no-trade clause in his contract, yet Golden State obviously didn't want to bring in a player of his stardom without him being fully on board. Many Warrior fans were initially frustrated with Durant's decision, but that was quickly forgotten once the front office turned their attention to Jimmy Butler, who was acquired in a move that's been a godsend to the franchise so far. Those initial frustrations may have also dissipated by Durant's comments, with the 36-year-old recently stating that it was nothing against the Warriors and more so just a case of him not wanting to move anywhere mid-season. Durant has now revealed more on the decision, telling Green and former Warrior Baron Davis that he wants to end his legendary career on his terms, while leaving the door wide open for a move in the offseason. But from me looking at it, I'm just like, it just don't make sense for either side right now to go through that. You know what I'm saying? When we just played the season out, and if that's the decision you want to make in the offseason, then you figure it out. It's such a big change to make, and I've been through it before, Durant said. Durant also spoke about his own value and how a team would have to give up a significant amount to acquire him. That may change a little in the offseason when he's officially on an expiring contract, not to mention that it's fairly clear the superstar forward will have a significant say in his next destination. Durant is widely expected to be traded in the offseason amid a continually worsening situation in Phoenix, with ESPN's Brian Windhorst stating they're gonna trade KD, and he knows that during an episode of NBA Today. The ironic aspect to this is that if the Warriors were to once again pursue a Durant trade in the offseason, Green may have to be involved if the franchise hopes to remain hold of Butler in the process. And you fan? What do you think of Kevin Durant's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.